Am I detained?
You're detained for reasonable suspicion right now, okay?
Of what crimes? Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
I believe it's a misdemeanor right now.
What misdemeanor?
For a potential investigation.
Go ahead. Am I being detained?
What's your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
Am
sir?
I being detained?
What is your
I'm gonna
name?
assume no.
What's that?
I'm gonna say, hey, don't you touch me.
I don't know if they're panhandling. I'm just here making sure that everything's all good.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm a cop. I'll make sure everything's all good.
I know. I'm making sure that you're all good.
I am all good. Okay.
What's up, CT3 fam? Welcome back to my channel where we highlight 3 clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights are not violated on your next encounter with the cop. My name is CT3 and my goal is to make this an educational experience based on your civil rights and your freedom to film in public. With that said, the channels being featured today are Anthony X, First Amendment Audits, Indiana News, and Stray Dog the Exposer. Make sure you use the link in the description for the full videos. And while you're over there, please show them some love because without them, there's no CT3. If you could, go ahead and gently smash that like button before the video even starts so this video will spread and hopefully help put an end to police misconduct. Now with that said, let's get right into it.
They're calling us
Oh, no, sir, I don't need any directive. I'm sure, if you got a call, that's fine. So let me see, we got Officer Horn, 3990. I like those name badge, makes it easy. Your name, sir, is kind of hard to see with the glare. Badge number?
4712.
Got it. And you guys are both just patrol officers as far as rank?
Patrol officer right here.
Got it.
Sir, no,
Am I detained?
you're detained for reasonable suspicion right now, okay?
Of what crimes? Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
I believe it's a misdemeanor right now.
What misdemeanor?
For a potential investigation.
You have to articulate the actual crime.
Okay.
So there's no crime being committed, just a guy with a camera walking around. You have no right to detain me. Just so you know, if you interfere with my activity in any way, shape, or form, you will be in violation of California Penal Code 148.G and the Tom Bain California Act, which you can lose your qualified immunity. I will sue you personally. Okay. 152.2 subsection B. Okay. Think your words wisely. Okay. Once again, am I free to go? Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
Free to go.
All right, appreciate it. I've never been on the airport's property, so get your facts straight, investigate, come back and tell me when I was on their property. And just so you know, I don't have to stay off the property. I can actually go in there right now and take a flight. It's public. I've never been trespassed from this area.
Stay off the secured.
I've never been in the secured area.
Stay off the secured airport property.
All right, do me a favor, and I'm open to a cordial conversation. Since I'm not detained at this moment, I have no problem.
You're free to go.
At this point, no, I'm just curious. So,
There's no detention or anything.
okay, so I'd like the incident number, please. I will be doing a FOIA request on all information and body cam.
Wow, that's what you call knowing your laws and destroying the cops with it. Anthony X was amazing. But let's go over the laws Anthony cited. First, Anthony put the cop on notice that if the cop interfered with his legal activities in any way, shape, or form, that the cop would be in violation of California Penal Code 148.G and the Tom Bain Act, which if in violation, the cop will lose his qualified immunity. California Code 148.G states that photographing or recording law enforcement does not constitute resisting or obstructing a police officer as long as the police officer is in a public place or the person with the camera has the right to be there. So keep in mind, this is for citizens of California. So next, Anthony stated the Bain Act, also known as the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act. It's a civil code in California law that forbids people from interfering with the person's constitutional rights by force or threat of violence. It's always a good idea to stay up to date on your local, state, federal laws so you can be equipped and knowledgeable on your next encounter with the cop. So there's a little education for us today. Let's continue.
What's your name, sir?
Who are you?
I'm sorry?
That's not the way this goes. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Barry Antis, Fort Wayne Police Department. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
I didn't give it.
I know. I want to know what your name is.
I don't care what you want. Well, that's not the policy.
The Secret Service.
I don't care. Then why don't they come out here and talk to me?
They will in a moment.
Okay, go ahead. Am I being detained?
What's your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
I'm gonna assume no.
What's that?
I'm gonna say, hey, don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Public servant, don't touch. Look, public servant, you don't touch me. You don't touch me.
Or else what?
You don't touch me.
Or else what?
I will file a complaint.
You can file a complaint.
Don't
but
touch
I'm going
me.
to identify you.
You're being live streamed. Nope.
All right, stop.
No. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being
Am
detained.
I being
You can't
detained?
Identify who you are.
That's not the way this goes.
Well, I don't care what you think.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm not.
Sir,
No.
The Secret Service has
I don't
asked us
care.
to identify
I don't
you.
care what they want.
Okay,
That's not the way this goes.
I understand that.
Show me the law.
Okay, I understand that.
Show me what
What is
what
your
have
name?
I broken?
What is your
What
name?
law have I broken?
Okay, we have
What
to have a security
law
here
have I
for
broken?
The arrival of the President of the United
It doesn't
States.
even close until 3 o'clock.
I understand that.
Or do you understand that?
What's your name?
Do you understand that?
What's your name?
What is your badge number?
1647.
I'm going to file a complaint with Officer Reed
That's okay.
and your Internal Affairs Department.
That's okay.
You
What's
don't
your name?
touch me.
Okay. I did not touch you.
Yes, you did. I have it all live streamed between 3 cameras.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Not to mention the other ones
Okay.
that are watching you right now.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Why
You
won't
have
give your
no
name?
right.
Why won't you give your name?
I have no business to give you my name.
Okay.
I haven't what ordinance have I broken?
What's your name?
What ordinance have I broken?
What is your name, sir?
Have I committed a misdemeanor?
What is your name?
Am I
sir?
being detained?
Yes, you are.
For under what probable cause?
Okay.
What is your RAS? Your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime.
You have your face covered.
It's
taking photos
cold
of-
outside. I have gloves on. It's cold outside.
You don't have your glove on. Your
I
right
can't
hand.
operate the camera.
You don't have a glove
I've
on
been
your right
doing
hand.
this and sticking it inside my jacket.
Well, you have it so cold.
I've been alternating. It takes video as well as pictures. I can alternate between them.
Someone reach out to 600 on TAC 9. Advise him subject is refusing to.
I'm not
identify
refusing the
himself.
ID. I'm
Let the
saying I
Secret
haven't
Service
broken a
know
law.
that he is not complying with our request for ID.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Under what probable cause?
The Secret Service has asked
Under what
us-
probable cause? I haven't
don't
committed
need
a
probable
crime.
cause to talk to you.
I haven't. It doesn't matter. You have
I'm
to.
not
If
gonna
you have
argue
to
the- I'm not
detain
gonna
me,
argue the law with
then
you.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
What am I being detained
Romano,
for?
is that your name? Mr.
What am I
Romano?
being detained for? What am I being detained
So the
for?
Secret Service has cleared you.
What am I being detained for? What's your name, officer?
Wants to identify you.
What's
for
your
possible
what
threat.
is your name, sir?
My name is Detective Tagmeyer.
What is your badge number, sir?
wasn't-
1574.
Thank you.
What is your name, sir?
What reasonable
Okay, well, we'll get the
articulable
Secret Service out
suspicion?
here and we'll see if it's the same thing.
Why don't you get the chief down here?
Chief's busy.
Well, tell Mr. Reed to come down here. He knows who I am. Tell the chief to come here.
600, 620.
Tell the chief to come here.
Let the Secret Service know that the subject is failing to identify.
I'm not
himself,
failing to ID.
refusing to identify.
I'm not under 34125, 3.5. That's not it. It's not failure to ID. You haven't told me what crime I've committed.
Okay, just a second.
I don't
They're talking
want.
no, they're talking in my ear. You're not going anywhere.
Don't touch me.
You're not going anywhere.
Why am I being detained? Why am I being detained? You haven't given me probable cause for me to be detained.
Just a second. I don't need probable cause.
Yes, you do.
No,
You need reasonable articulable suspicion.
that's right.
That's
Yes.
probable cause.
What is it?
That's not.
What is it?
Reasonable.
What
articulable
crime have I committed? Of what crime?
suspicion. Right now, we're
Of
not
what
sure.
crime?
That's why we're talking.
You can't hold me for you're not sure.
Sure we can.
No, you cannot.
It's called a Terry stop.
No, then Terry frisk me.
I don't need to frisk you right now.
Okay. Don't reach in my pockets. That's not part of the Terry frisk.
Unless I feel something that could be contraband or a weapon, then I can.
No, you can't.
Sure I can.
That's not a Terry stop.
Sure it is.
Nope. It's a cursory search.
All right.
How dumb do you think the public is?
I don't think they're dumb at all.
Yeah, I've got 3 officers here.
I think they're
Yeah.
antagonistic.
Yeah, 3 officers. I'm out here taking video and pictures. Where's the crime in that?
We're just following.
Where
what
is the
Secret
crime in
Service
that?
has requested of
Then
us.
tell them to either come out here
They're on
and
their
I'll
way.
tell them the same thing I'm telling
They're
you.
on their way, sir. That camera has 42 power zoom lens. You couldn't have got your pictures across the street.
I can get them from right here. It's the same public sidewalk.
You could get them from over there. Just
So I
as
could,
good.
I could
That
get them from
wouldn't be
Google Earth, but I didn't. I got them from over there. That's not a crime. It's not a crime.
certainly raises suspicion. when
It
you're
doesn't
dealing with-
matter if it raises suspicion. It's not a
It
crime.
certainly does. We're
No,
we're
it doesn't.
charged with
It's not a
investigating
crime.
suspicious activity.
It's not. It's suspicious activity. Is that a misdemeanor or a felony, sir?
suspicious activity. Is it
Misdemeanor or felony.
It's neither. It depends.
That's right, it's neither, so I haven't committed a crime.
No, but that doesn't mean we can't talk to you.
Yeah, well, you can't detain me, that's the thing.
What's the Secret Service advisor?
You don't detain citizens, and you don't touch them. You don't touch them.
What's that?
You don't touch citizens.
I couldn't hear you.
Don't get any closer to me.
Or else what?
You're invading my personal space.
Or else what?
What do you think is going to happen?
You tell me.
You tell me. You're the one who wants to lean in like you want to kiss me.
Entrance number 4.
And the only thing I can do is go backward into traffic. So
Okay,
if you're trying, what do you think I was trying to do? Until you tried to be Johnny on the spot and move over here. Until you try to be Johnny on the spot and prevent me from coming away from the street. You're not serving and protecting. Did you take an oath?
Go out to,
did you take an oath to protect
the entrances where
the United States citizens? Did you take an oath? Sir, I'm talking to you. Did you take an oath?
Just a second.
Did you take? I don't care what you're doing. Did you take an oath? I'm talking to you, public servant. I'm talking to you, public servant. Did you take an oath? Did you take an oath?
I did.
To uphold the Constitution.
I did.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. So why don't you get back in your car and get back to your job? This is not your job.
Just a second.
Don't do that to me. You keep leaning in like you can't hear. So I'm speaking up for you.
Here,
so I have two. I have two.
Okay.
So what?
I'm not hearing you over this loud, guys. So yeah, just come to entrance 4 off of Parnell. Secret Service.
I don't want to get pushed in the street.
Do you feel better here?
I'm not going to be pushed in the street by you.
Do you feel better here?
Are you not going to lean in and try to kiss me?
Do you feel better here?
Are you going to not lean in and try to kiss me? Because that'll make me feel better.
I couldn't hear you. Secret Service is coming. Just relax. As soon as the Secret Service clears you and then clears that you're no threat to the President of the United States, then you can...
I'm trying to be out of here before 3 o'clock, before the road closes, so I can get my car out of here. Do you want me to stay all night?
No.
Do you want me to get video all night?
Oh, heavens no.
Then let me go per your instructions.
Just a second.
What crime have I committed?
Okay.
What crime have I committed? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained until the Secret Service clears you.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion do you have? You can't do that. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion. What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
It's a broken record. It's going over and over.
No, well, because I need to know.
Okay.
You can't articulate a crime. Why don't you just get the chief out here? He'll clear it up.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he has tasked us to deal with this.
Well, you go ask him to come here.
No, he's busy right now.
I'll identify to the chief.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Adam Hartman, 1896 Fort Wayne Police Department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being professional. Unlike these guys who have illegally detained me. And this guy decided he wanted to put his hands on me. Can you do something about that?
Well, he's a sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Can you please arrest this man?
I'm not.
Well, hey, I am going to file a complaint, but that is not it. Can you arrest this man for illegally touching me?
No, I haven't witnessed any crime.
I'll show you. I'll show you the crime. It's being live streamed as we speak. You don't touch citizens, sir, who've done nothing wrong. You don't touch them. You hear me? Do you understand? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I just got advised by...
No shit.
Listen, there's no need to swear.
Yeah, yes, there is, because you can't illegally detain me. You are illegally detaining me.
You allowed to multiple.
You are, yeah. Well, you said you can't hear. You said you can't hear. I'm obliging you. Right. Can you hear now?
I can hear now. Listen, these are your options. Okay. Okay.
I'm not wanting to hear. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Are you going to allow me to speak?
Am I being detained? Once you answer my question.
Yes, I'm going to give you what your options are.
I don't care what my options are. I have a right to leave. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? I heard the same thing you did. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained.
Under what suspicion of crime? I don't need to hear your lip. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing that matters.
Has been secured and rented by...
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
If you
am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being
film on the
detained?
other side
Am
of
I
the
being
street.
detained or am I free to
Do you
go?
understand that? Do
Am
you
I being
understand
detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand
Am
that?
I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand that?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand
Am
that?
I being detained or am I free to go, sir?
Your refusal to leave will
Am I being
result in you being
detained or
arrested
am I
for
free to go?
criminal trespass.
Do you need me to go ahead and sign language it? Am I being
Do you
detained
sign?
or am I free to
Do
go?
you know how to sign?
Do you want me to say it in Spanish or French? Am I being
¿Habla
detained
español?
or am I free to go?
¿Habla español?
Which one?
¿Entiende?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay. You
Am
can
I
film
being
on the other side of the
detained
street, but you
or
cannot
am I
be on the
free to
sidewalk.
go? Am I being detained?
If you understand that, you are
can
free
I
to go.
am I free to go? Am I
you
being
understand
detained?
that, you are free to go.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
you
You
understand
have
the
to
options
release
that I
me.
explained?
You have
Do
to
you
release me
you
from
understand the options that I
detainment. You have to release me from detainment. It's not up for me to make a decision whether or not I understand something. It's up to you to release me from my detainment. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Thank
if you
you,
don't
sir.
leave the sidewalk,
I don't
you
care to
will-
hear your lip.
Okay.
I'm not on the sidewalk. How's that?
Have a good day.
It makes a little more sense now why cops are always strung out on getting ID. It's a tactic being used by the Secret Service. But there's so much wrong with how this cop conducted his so-called investigation. This is not how law enforcement should be used per the Secret Service request. However, again, we have another citizen who absolutely destroyed a cop with the law. Indiana News was equipped and knowledgeable of the law. He cited an Indiana Code 342853.5, refusal to identify self, which states a person who knowingly or intentionally refuses to provide either the person's name, address, and date of birth, or driver license if in the person's possession, to a law enforcement officer who has stopped the person for an infraction or ordinance violation. See, there's the catch. Indiana News wasn't stopped for an infraction or ordinance violation. He was stopped because this baby tyrant was doing the work of the Secret Service. I wonder why the Secret Service didn't come out themselves. Maybe they're too secret, But once again, this clip proves how important it is to know your rights. Let's continue.
Don't record me on that. Can't do that, sir. Record.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good.
Anything we can help you with?
No, I'm just wondering why they're being bothered.
Can't
I
record.
got a call that they're soliciting people.
Are they?
Can't say this, sir.
Is that what it is? Just that big? Okay.
We have a city ordinance that says you can't panhandle. When people are asking for money, it's called panhandling.
All right. I don't know if they're panhandling. I'm just here making sure that everything's all good.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm a cop. I'll make sure everything's all good.
I know. I'm making sure that you're all good.
I am all good. Okay.
I'm just making sure they're not being harassed.
No, I'm not harassing anybody.
All right,
They're
that's-
harassing patrons going in asking them for money. It's called panhandling.
Right.
Okay.
What's your name? Officer, what's your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
Or your ID number?
Do you have your ID?
No, sir. What's your ID?
Okay, what's your ID?
Well, I have it, but I'm going to give it.
I need your ID.
I want a Beeson.
I have your, what's your ID?
I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Okay. You asked me for my ID. I have the right to ask you for your ID.
You have the right to ask. I have the right to decline,
I
but
do have your right.
you're a public servant. That's
When
what I'm
I asked
asking.
for your ID, you're
Yeah.
refusing to give me your ID.
Five. That's where
And now you're
reasonable,
would you like to be
articulable
a-
suspicion.
Excuse me?
Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
Do you have your ID?
Do you have reasonable? If you have that, I'll give you everything you want.
Do you have your ID? I just gave you my ID.
I don't answer questions.
So why don't you give me your ID?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, why don't you give me your ID?
You state a crime I'm accused of committing, and I'll give you everything you want.
Okay.
But until then, I'm a free citizen.
I'm just asking you for your ID.
Well,
And I have the right to ask you for your ID since you asked me for
You
mine.
have the right to ask. That's for sure.
Okay.
You start threatening me with arrest.
I didn't ask you. I didn't say you were being under arrest, did I?
No, you start threatening me with arrest.
Then why don't you continue on?
This is a public library.
It is public.
Huh? I'm doing my thing.
Good. I'm glad you are.
I'm just making sure that citizens ain't being harassed is all. If you're not harassing them,
harassing me.
if you're not harassing them, then that's all good. But if you are, I'm just making sure. It's all.
Why are you harassing me?
I just want to know your name.
Why are you harassing me?
I just wanted to know your name.
Why are you harassing
I'm here for
me?
I'm here for them.
They know me personally.
That's great. I'm just making sure they're not being harassed, and that's
I'm
it.
not harassing them.
Then
Why
there's
are
then you have nothing to
harassing
worry
me?
about.
Why are you harassing me?
I just wanted to know your name.
Why are you harassing me?
I wanted to know your name. I just answered
and
your
I
question.
told you that.
You said Beeson.
I did answer your question.
What is your
Why are you
employment ID
harassing
number?
me?
What is your employment ID number?
I don't have an ID number.
You have no way, other way, but other than decent.
I don't have an ID number.
No employment number, ID.
No, I don't.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too. Don't violate anybody's rights today.
I don't ever violate anybody's rights, but you're violating
I hope
mine.
not. How so? How you figure?
I told you, you're violating mine.
Remember, you gotta have thick skin to be a cop.
I do have thick skin. That's why I am a cop.
Well, good. I hope you stay a good cop and don't be harassing. I'm just standing up for the citizens' rights.
Wow, that was one of the best walk of shames of the year and one of the best lines of the year. I think it's worth the replay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm a cop. I'll make sure everything's all good.
I'm a cop. I make sure everything is all good. That's a good one. But this cop got in Stray Dog's face and was getting ready to violate his rights and make him provide ID until bam, Stray Dog hit him with "Where's your reasonable articulable suspicion?" I mean, the cop was amazed like this was the first citizen he ever met in his life that knew their rights. I must say it, once again, a citizen absolutely destroyed a cop with the law. What a great title. But reasonable articulable suspicion is a legal standard of proof that a crime has been committed. Without it, law enforcement could kick rocks like this cop did. But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go show their channel some love and check out their most recent videos. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you won't miss the next episode. If you made it this far, thank you so much. You're the real CT3 fam. And for sure, without you, there's no CT3. Remember, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Until next time, peace. To